Hello?
Coach, do you have me?
I do.
Perfect. We'll start first with Drew Hill.
Taylor, is this two-part question here? Is this performance from Kyle close to 20 points something you can kind of write down as you can mark him in the box score for that type of performance at this point? And second of all, did you or any of the players have trouble getting to the arena tonight, given all the snow?
Yeah, Kay's playing great and just finding a lot of consistency this season. What an unbelievable job, 20 points, 5 assists, versatility on the defensive end. So we just, want to put in pen that effort every single night. That's just great, from Kyle. He's been having a heck of a season so far. It's been a big factor for us this season. So hopefully he continues to do that and finding ways to get better. That's the number one, goal for each of our guys and for our team. And then in terms of the weather, everyone managed it really well. We obviously allotted a lot of time, before the game when we met, and then made sure our guys had ample time. And as I said the other night, our security team's been doing a really good job updating the guys on the best routes to take. Obviously, you're traveling to the arena and as the storm's starting again. Big emphasis on getting home safe tonight for sure.
Evan Barnes.
Taylor, it almost feels like Jog's triple double is almost overshadowed by Kyle and you getting your. I don't know if this is your first ejection or not, but what happened at the end of the game there? Where I guess what happened at the end of the game for you there?
What a heck of a game from John. And obviously the first question talking about Kyle. I mean, great performances up and down the roster. I thought our bench gave us some good juice tonight too, but our starters did an amazing job. This is one of those tough games where, I think both teams were trying to fight through and find that next gear. I'm just really proud of how the way our guys kind of built some momentum there in the second half. Obviously, tons of credit to the Thunder. They played really, really well tonight, shot the ball really well from the three-point line. But I give our guys a lot of credit. We did a good job taking away the paint from, I think, the number 2 team in the paint. And, heck of a game. Wish I was there at the end to be there to celebrate. But that's all I'll say.
Mark Giannotto.
Along those lines, Taylor, we in last night in New Orleans, you were it seemed like more animated, especially when you call the back-to-back timeouts, more animated on the sideline. It seemed, maybe I'm noticing it, and you're always like this, but have you had to, given where the team's at injury-wise, given this stretch of games back-to-back, do you feel like you've had to take on maybe more of an animated, I guess, disposition with these guys to get through this stretch to kind of push them?
No, I think it's not the stretch. I think it's just at different points throughout the season. You're just pushing buttons at different moments. And obviously the other night, we weren't performing at the level we needed to defensively, and a couple of miscues that we were all on the same page of, but we didn't go out there and do it. So just trying to wake the group up, and at the end of the day, we're just trying to find consistency. Obviously after that 4-game losing streak coming out, and just every other game, we're accomplishing different things and just trying to find some sustainability on both ends of the floor. So, that's what I got to do every now and then. But hopefully I'm not that person all the time. But I think our guys are really receiving it really well at different moments throughout the season. You just never know what the situation is that you got to kind of, make those calls and get a little bit more animated, I guess, as you say.
Sean Coleman.
Hey, Coach, this a lineup of Ja, Grayson, Dylan, Kyle, and Jonas. If I remember correctly, that was the starting lineup opening night. There's a reason why you chose it, and now it really seems to be showing through why you did. Just an overall really good performance from the starting lineup. I imagine you have to be very happy with the progression that they're showing on the court together.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we didn't get a lot of that lineup to start the season. We've had to kind of change things up over the course of the year, but now that we've gotten back to it, as I've said all season long, just continuing to see what different lineups we can throw out there. And like a moment ago, just trying to find consistency. So I think these guys are, that lineup puts these guys in really good spots. I like those combinations. I think, those guys are complementary to each other, the different playmaking, the different shooting abilities, the positional versatility. And then obviously we mix match our lineups as we go along. But proud of the guys at different moments, stepping in the starting lineup or coming off the bench and It's good that this group is finding some groove. We just got to find a little bit more of a consistent flow, over the next couple of games and moving forward.
Terry Davis.
Hey, Coach, I know you got to be happy with the effort that your team put off defensively, because every time they made a run, you guys made another run to counter their run, and they kept doing it. And instead of getting that, you got to be happy considering what happened yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I think, that first half, there was a lot of back and forth. We talked about that at halftime, just finding a way to be that team that can just really push through to the finish line. And, obviously it's a game of runs, but, I think when we built some leads and they went on, some runs, we were able to stop them pretty quickly. An important defensive possession, emphasis on keeping them in front and forcing them into some tough paint shots. Obviously their threes, help build momentum for them. But I thought we did a really good job kind of walling off the paint and making it tough one-on-one situations. But, I thought our scramble ability was really good. They were putting us in some tough situations. Proud of our guys' effort there. And then obviously, I thought there were some big stretches on the offensive end where we had some great execution, some big shot making ability, down the stretch too. But that's what we talked about. We just got to find a way to push through to the end, and the guys did it.
Megan Triplett.
Coach, I want to ask you just about the defense that we saw tonight. I know you've always said that for your offense, it starts with the defense. What is really just that secret for this team for you guys to get in double figures and steals, and how you guys were able to get so many turnovers and scoring off of them? We got to kind of see back to what has been the key for this group.
Yeah, I mean, if you can create, hopefully advantageous scoring opportunities with steals, and I thought, one of our quarters we tracked deflections. It was one of our best in a long time. We hit these guys with this stuff about how our activity, it just kind of just gives you fuel. I mean, I think you just feel really good when you're getting stops, and that puts you in a position to maybe go build a lead, or have, if it's off of a turnover, as I said a moment ago, an advantageous scoring opportunity, getting out in transition. And I think our guys are trying to find that pace. Your defense can really fuel that for you, So if you're taking the ball out of the net, a lot of times it's hard to get to the pace and the rhythm that you want to be playing with. So tonight, I thought our guys did a heck of a job defensively. Obviously, we gave up a lot of threes. I want to be able to take everything away, but the fact that we did a heck of a job taking away the paint against one of the best paint scoring teams, they had to, beat us from the outside. We were able to do just enough to make sure they weren't able to beat us.
Final question, Parker Fleming.
Yeah, Coach. I think the big theme of this post-game press conference has been defense, and I just want to ask you on how you think Kyle Anderson and Brandon Clark really just set the tone defensively. Anderson had 5 steals, and Clark had 2 steals and 2 blocks. Just,
Yep.
Do you see that they really set the tone defensively for y'all?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, we made a big emphasis on our one-on-one defense tonight. I thought we did a pretty solid job of that. This is a team that can put you in a lot of tough positions with their driving ability. But I thought our shifts were really good. Kyle getting his hands on balls in one-on-one situations or in a shift position. Thought BC had, as you quoted there, 2 really big blocks. As guys were getting to the rim, I thought him coming over help side was big. We emphasized that a lot before the game, our help side defense. But we were switching quite a bit throughout the game at different moments. And that just really puts you in a position, where BC guarding, primary handlers, or Kyle, guarding primary handlers. That's really big. So I thought those guys were huge for us. But overall, team effort wise, I thought a lot of guys did a lot of great things in protecting the paint and making it hard on the Thunder tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
Great. Thanks, everybody.